Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you and doing a review on one of the newest fragrances for the women's collection from Amouage, and this is Guidance. So this perfume, needless to say, I absolutely love it. I have a bottle for myself and I'm going to share my thoughts on it with you in today's video. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name's Alithia, and on this channel we do talk about perfumes a lot. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love if you would consider subscribing. Also feel free to let me know down below if there's any other fragrances you would like me to review for you on this channel, and if you've tried any of the new releases from Amouage, let me know your thoughts. And with that out of the way, let's get started in today's review. Alright guys, so this is Amouage Guidance. You guys, I'm so excited. I could jump out of my chair. I don't even know where to begin with this perfume. I love how this perfume smells so much. I love the feelings that this perfume gives me. I love the memories that I have associated with this perfume. I love the bottle. I'm so thrilled because this was truly the first Amouage fragrance that I sort of fell in love with enough that I wanted to get a full bottle. It wasn't based on reviews. It wasn't based on hype. It wasn't based on seeing it in somebody's top 10 list and thinking, oh, I'm going to blind buy that and see how I like it. This was one that I actually tested in person at a counter, got a sample, wore it, took it home, and actually decided the proper way that this was a perfume that I wanted in my collection. And those are the most special purchases, is based on your own experience, your own opinion, and not based on hype. Comment down below if you can relate, like this video if you can relate, but those are the most special kind of purchases because there's never this feeling in the back of your head like maybe it's not right for me, or did I just get it because it's hyped up? You know what I mean. Okay, so before we get into the whole story with this perfume and what it smells like and how it performs, I do want to give you a close-up, obviously, of this incredible bottle because it is just absolutely stunning. This is, I mean, besides the point that the perfume inside is amazing, this is like my ideal bottle type. The color is so pretty. The bottle just looks very, very elegant. It's this really beautiful sort of a salmon like blush pink color. Just absolutely stunning. I love that it has the gold detailing, and I also love the color that they've chosen for the cap and the little Amouage symbol on the front there, which is kind of like this warm taupey nude color. And then of course it does have the little crystal on the top, which is pink. And everything about this bottle is just absolutely gorgeous. It also does have a magnetized cap. Okay, so this perfume, you guys, I first discovered when I was actually on vacation. I had gone to a counter at Neiman Marcus, and they didn't have the bottle itself out yet. But to be honest, that day when I first tried it, I wouldn't have purchased a full bottle that day. It wasn't an immediate, like, love at first sniff where I fell in love with it. It was one that I liked how it smelled enough that I wanted a sample, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I absolutely have to have that. That feeling didn't happen until I got home and had my sample and actually wore it at home and had experienced it for a few days. So in a recent video, I told you guys that I had found a better alternative to Cassili from Parfum de Marly. I've told you guys that Cassili was a perfume that I sort of was interested in because I liked the overall vibe of Cassili. I liked that it was creamy and floral and vanillic, and there was something about it that I really liked that appealed to me, but there was something stopping me from buying a full bottle. This, like I told you guys in that video, as I alluded to, this is everything I wish Cassili would have been. This is, for me, so much better than Cassili. This takes what Cassili does and it amps it up. This is everything I was hoping that Cassili from Parfum de Marly would have been. So the notes that you have in Guidance are pear, hazelnut, and olibanum in the top. In the middle, you have osmanthus, rose, saffron, and jasmine sambac. And in the base, you have sandalwood, vanilla, akagala wood, ambergris, and labdanum. So let's go ahead and give her a spray on paper. Although, again, she does wear differently on skin than on paper. So you do have to really put it on skin to appreciate this perfume in its entirety. You will get a different feeling on paper again than you do on skin. All right, so I just sprayed it freshly on the paper, and it is stunning on paper. Even on paper, it's absolutely stunning. Like I said, it was to the point that I knew I needed a sample. I knew that I needed to take it home with me and play with it and experience it a little bit more. And that's the first time that that's really happened to me with an Amouage. I've tried the entire line. I've smelled the entire line. Some of them were quite nice and quite interesting, but this was the first Amouage that when I smelled it on paper, I thought, ooh, I really need to try that on skin. Like, I really want to try that one and play with it a little bit more. So that in itself was really special for me. So right off the hop, when you spray it, first of all, I will say this perfume is beast mode. As with, I think, pretty much every Amouage fragrance, with the exception of a couple, this is quite a beast mode fragrance. So don't let the notes fool you, because just to look at the notes, you would think it's going to be fairly light and floral and soft. It's, you know, it's got pear, so you're thinking light and fruity. It's got some osmanthus and some rose, so you're thinking a little sweet, maybe a little floral. No. This fragrance is very powerful. It has a lot of body to it and a lot of depth, even for being a fruity floral fragrance. It's also just as much woody and just as much creamy as it is fruity floral. So this fragrance has a lot of body and depth, which, like I said, and I don't want to compare it to Cassili because they don't smell the same, but Cassili is also sort of a creamy, you know, vanillic floral, sort of a bit of a depth to it as well. So if you know what I mean. So they don't smell the same by any stretch of the imagination. They smell very different, but this one gives me the same sort of vibes that Cassili gives. If you're wondering what type of feeling does it give you, it's that same type of feeling. This one, however, I would say smells a little more wow factor. Like Cassili was nice and pretty mass pleasing. This one has a little bit more of a wow factor to it. And I don't think it's a safe blind purchase. I think you should definitely experience it. But I don't think it's a safe blind buy. Whereas I feel like Cassili is almost more of a safer blind buy because it's not super challenging, even though they give the same feeling, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be honest, on paper, this does not do it justice. You have to get this perfume on your skin. I honestly don't even know how to describe this perfume because the combination of the notes together in here is so unexpected to what you would think of when you look at the notes. It's just incredible. You have this sweet, slightly apricot-y feel from the osmanthus. You have this creaminess from the sandalwood and the vanilla. There's even a little bit of a nuttiness in here. You've got this beautiful feminine sort of sweet jasmine fragrance. You have this beautiful like burst of a fresh quality from that pear, which later sort of dissipates and just becomes like this beautiful creamy floral. You also have a lot of depth with this perfume because you do have that labdanum, so you're getting a little bit of a deep sort of a powdery woodiness almost in the background as well. When it comes to performance, you guys, you will not be disappointed. 1 or 2 sprays of Guidance will last you for the entire day and will be projected, and everybody will be able to smell you. And even though there's a lot of body with it, it also is very pretty and light and feminine and creamy and floral. And it's literally just like, it's like a sunshiny day in the summertime, but juxtaposed with this intense, rich creaminess. It's really unique, really interesting. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. It's just a masterpiece. It has everything you could ever want from a deep, creamy, rich, woody vanilla perfume, but it also has this intense fruitiness and these beautiful, stunning feminine florals about it as well. All of that combined together, and it's just a powerhouse of a perfume. Oh my God, it's so stunning, you guys. Like, this perfume on paper does not do it justice. I've also tried the other one that came out from this line in the baby blue looking bottle, the baby blue sort of like greenish bottle, and that one I think was called Lineage, and I do want to play with that one a little bit more. Unfortunately, I do not have a sample. I should have grabbed a sample of that one too, but I would like to try that one. That one for me was it was very nice, but it wasn't my first. I didn't feel like I needed a sample to try that one, whereas this one really did grab my attention and I really liked it a lot at first sniff. I think this perfume is going to be just so perfect for the spring and summer. You would have to go pretty lightly on it because it does have some heft to it. It does have some body. It does have some depth, and it could almost be a little bit suffocating or overpowering if you spray too much, as with I think most of the Amouage fragrances. In comparison to something like Sunshine, this is stronger, bolder, richer, longer lasting, and it is a much bigger projector than Sunshine. So for those of you who might be looking for something to compare it to, this has better performance than Sunshine, and it is just a stronger smelling perfume. It just has much more body, and it just has more oomph to it. It's very powerful, and like I said, you only need a couple sprays or you will be overcome and kind of overpowered by this perfume. It does have a potential to be headachy. It does have a potential to bother you, because it's just a very potent, high quality fragrance, and a lot of the Amouage fragrances are like that. So yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say about this perfume aside from the fact that I just think it's going to be incredible for spring and summer. I think this is a perfect daytime perfume, and it could almost be like a signature scent in the warmer weather type of perfume. So this isn't what I would consider to be like a sexy perfume. It's not what I would consider a date night. It's just a very pretty, beautiful, unique daytime fragrance for women. It also has a bit of character to it, and it makes a bit of a statement. It's not your typical run-of-the-mill fruity floral. Very unique, very beautiful, very creamy, very intense. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. And definitely one I would recommend getting your nose on. Again, I don't think it's a safe blind buy, but I also think it's very, very likable and would make a beautiful gift. And I just absolutely love it. Oh, and one thing people are asking is, where did I order it from? So I could not find this online anywhere. So I did purchase this directly from the Amouage website. It did take quite a while to get to me, which was a little bit annoying, but I couldn't find it on Holt Renfrew. I couldn't find it on Neiman Marcus. I couldn't find it on Saks. It may be there now, but I ordered this directly from the house because I wanted a bottle and I wanted to have it ASAP. So that is Amouage Guidance. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on Amouage Guidance. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Bye for now.